What's up, everybody? If you're thinking about moving to Maryland, Montgomery County specifically, and you're trying to decide where to live, or if you already live here or DC and you want fun things to do in Bethesda, this is a great video for you. I'm going to go through my top 7 reasons why I love Bethesda. So let's just dive right in. And stay tuned until the end, because my last reason is something not a lot of people know, and we kind of like it that way. So I'm gonna tell you because that's what I do. I try to give you information about Maryland and DC, but try to keep it a secret. Okay, number 1. So when you're thinking about choosing a place to live in Montgomery County, every different city has its own vibe. It's got its own feeling. So whereas Potomac may feel more like suburban because you get a little more land for your money, Bethesda feels more urban. It just has a quicker paced lifestyle and a quicker paced vibe. Now, I don't know if that's because we have the NIH in Bethesda or the Walter Reed Medical Center, so you have a lot of people that work there that live in Bethesda, but it definitely feels faster, quicker, just a more urban vibe. So if that's what you're looking for, Bethesda is a great choice. But within this fast-paced urban vibe, which can feel really stressful, you have a small town feel in downtown Bethesda, which makes it my first reason why I love Bethesda. Downtown Bethesda has over 700 retailers, which includes tons of shopping and boutiques, galleries. They even have their own art house movie theater at Bethesda Row. It is just a super cute, very walkable area in Bethesda that I absolutely love. So if you like that feeling of walking around and going to your local bakery, or one of my favorites, a French restaurant called Monomi, or maybe popping into one of our wine bars for a tasting, or visiting an art gallery, or even the Bethesda Library for story time. There's just tons to do in this very walkable place of downtown Bethesda. One of the greatest things about living in Bethesda is you have direct access to the Capitol Crescent Trail. This trail starts in the heart of downtown Bethesda and will take you straight into Georgetown, right into DC. You can ride your bike, you can rollerblade, you can jog, you can walk. It's about 7 miles from Bethesda to Georgetown, and it's beautiful, it's stunning. You ride under bridges, you can see views of the Potomac. It's just so nice to have this little escape with this route along the Capitol Crescent Trail from Bethesda to DC. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I highly recommend it if you live around Bethesda. But if you live in Bethesda, you have direct access to it, and you are one lucky person. And you may be thinking, well, I don't have a bike, so it doesn't really do me any good, and I don't want to walk 7 miles to Georgetown. Well, I've got you covered, because right there in downtown Bethesda, you've got the Capitol Bike Share. For only $2 a ride, you can take a bike from Bethesda and go along that Capitol Crescent Trail and enjoy it. Or if you want to spend the whole day with the bike, you can tour all around DC as well, it still only costs you $8. And they even have better rates if you want an annual subscription for it. So with that Capitol Crescent Trail, I'm going to add on to it the Capitol Bikes. It's just a great way to get around Bethesda, and it's just right there. All you have to do is just unlock it. So keeping along this train of thought, my third reason why I love Bethesda is its proximity to DC. You know, it borders Washington, DC, so whether you're walking into this city, riding that bike into the city, Ubering into the city, driving into the city, you are so close. You have all these options to take advantage of the great things we can do in Washington, DC. Whether it's the zoo, or the monuments, or the mall, or so many different Smithsonian museums, all of that is right at your doorstep if you live in Bethesda. I mean, I'm telling y'all, last weekend we made a day of it. We went into DC for brunch and had brunch at Martin's Tavern in Georgetown. If you haven't been there, you've got to go. The food was incredible and the history is to die for. After that, we just walked through Georgetown, down to the mall, around the monuments, had a little picnic in the afternoon, ended up in a wine bar at night, and listened to live jazz music. Just a quick trip from Bethesda, and it was an amazing day. Now, we'll get to my fourth thing. Because the great thing about Bethesda is, if you're going to do what I did, which involved some alcohol with the brunch and the wine bar, you don't want to drive. So you can take the metro, because Bethesda has its own metro. So whether you're commuting north out to Rockville or Gaithersburg for work, but you live in Bethesda, or you're commuting south into DC, Bethesda has 2 metro stations, one in downtown Bethesda called Bethesda, and one at the NIH, the National Institute of Health. So you have both choices in Bethesda of different metro stations to choose from, and it really makes it so much easier to commute into DC for work or for pleasure. And you can't talk about Bethesda without mentioning the restaurants and the food. The restaurants in Bethesda are second to none, and we celebrate them many different ways throughout the year. In fact, we just had Savor Bethesda Restaurant Week in July in 2021. 30 restaurants participated, and you could choose a prefix that would sample different menus from the different restaurants. Then you also have Bethesda Magazine's Restaurant Week, which just took place a couple weeks ago in August. Once again, different restaurants participate and make their prefix menus, and you can visit different restaurants depending on your budget and your taste. And also, don't forget there's Taste of Bethesda, which attracts around 45,000 people, and it's a festival that you also get to taste different things from different Bethesda restaurants, as well as it has live music and performances. It's a blast. Unfortunately, they had to cancel it this year in 2021, but let's hope it'll be back next year for 2022. So I think you get the picture. We love our food here in Bethesda, and we love to celebrate our restaurants. So if you're a foodie like me, you're gonna love living in Bethesda. Which leads me right into my next reason why I love Bethesda so much, and that is there are so many outdoor activities, there are so many hikes and parks and things to do in Bethesda. You got the Cabin John National Park located in Bethesda, which has a cute little train station for the kids and big swing sets and playgrounds. But you also have great hikes all throughout and great dog walking paths. Also nearby in Potomac, you have the Billy Goat Trail in Great Falls National Park, which if you see my videos, you know I talk about it all the time because I love this trail. It takes you through different rock formations and paths all along the water. It's so beautiful. And you just feel like you could be anywhere in the world, but you happen to be right here in Bethesda, Maryland. So as you can see, there are so many reasons to love living in Bethesda, Maryland, or even to visit it. And I can go on and on and on, but I promise you I would keep it to 7, and I'm on my 7th. So like I said at the beginning, if you stayed and watched so far, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret that we locals know that not everybody does, because it's not really advertised. But if you wanna go to New York City, there's a direct bus route from Bethesda to New York on Vamoose Bus that will take you directly there for $20. And if you want to get fancy and go on their gold bus, it'll be $40. You have Wi-Fi on the bus, you have bathrooms on the bus, they're clean, they're nice, they're even going to give you a bottle of water to take you with you on your trip. It is the best deal ever. You can hop on that bus right in downtown Bethesda, get off right in the middle of New York City, see a show, go see a friend, go walk around Central Park, hop on the bus and come back or stay overnight, do whatever you want. But it is the best deal in town. Like I said, it's not really advertised, but we all kind of know it. It's so much nicer and cleaner and actually easier than taking a train. Even though the train might be a little faster, it's so much more expensive. But that bus from Bethesda to New York City, it's a deal that can't be beat. I'll put a link below in case you're interested. And if you have any questions about anything I mentioned today, or you want to know more about Bethesda, don't hesitate to call, email, text me. And obviously, if you're thinking about moving to Bethesda, I am a realtor here in Bethesda, Maryland. My team and I, we would love to help you. Call, email, text, morning, afternoon, and night. We got your back. And if you like this video, please tell your friends and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.